What if I told you that one man, with just 7,000 troops, changed the course of European and Islamic history forever? What if I told you that a single military landing in 711 AD gave birth to a golden age of science, art, philosophy, and religious coexistence in a land we now call Spain? Who was Tariq bin Ziyad, and how did his daring move mark what many call the birthday of Al-Andalus? In the early 8th century, the Iberian Peninsula was ruled by the Visigoths, a kingdom torn apart by civil wars and corruption. Their king, Roderick, had just taken the throne under suspicious circumstances, leading to unrest and division among his own people. Across the Mediterranean, the Umayyad Caliphate was rapidly expanding, and North Africa had recently come under its influence. Among the newly converted Berber Muslims was a brilliant and bold general named Tariq bin Ziyad. Under orders from Musa ibn Nusayr, the governor of North Africa, Tariq led a small force across the Strait of Gibraltar in 711 AD. The very name Gibraltar comes from the Arabic Jabal Tariq, meaning Mountain of Tariq. It was here, on these rocky shores, that history was about to be rewritten. One of the most famous legends about Tariq is what he did immediately after landing. He ordered all the ships they had arrived on to be burned. Turning to his soldiers, he declared, "Behind you is the sea, before you is the enemy. You have no option but to win or die." That speech wasn't just motivational, it was revolutionary. It forced his army to commit, to fight with everything they had, knowing there was no retreat. With only 7,000 men, mostly Berber warriors and a few Arab officers, Tariq marched inland. King Roderick, unaware of the strength or resolve of this invading force, met him with a massive army said to number over 100,000 men. But numbers can be deceiving. In the Battle of Guadalete, Tariq's tactics and the disunity of the Visigoth forces played perfectly in his favor. Roderick was defeated, reportedly killed in battle, and the gates of Iberia were opened. What followed was extraordinary. City after city fell: Toledo, Seville, Córdoba, many with minimal resistance. The Muslim forces weren't seen as brutal conquerors, but often as liberators, especially by oppressed communities such as Jews and peasants, who had suffered under Visigothic rule. Within a few years, most of the Iberian Peninsula was under Muslim control. The new territory was named Al-Andalus. The birthday of Al-Andalus wasn't just about conquest, it was about transformation. Under Muslim rule, this land became one of the most advanced regions in the world. Cities like Córdoba, Granada, and Seville became centers of learning, culture, and innovation. For centuries, Al-Andalus was home to a unique blend of Muslims, Christians, and Jews living in relative harmony, producing groundbreaking works in medicine, astronomy, mathematics, architecture, and philosophy. Tariq bin Ziyad, though he vanishes from the pages of history not long after his conquest, left behind a legacy that still resonates. He wasn't just a military commander, he was a symbol of courage, determination, and vision. He took a chance that no one else would have dared, and in doing so, lit the spark that would ignite a cultural and intellectual revolution in Europe. So the next time you hear the word Andalusia, or visit the majestic Alhambra in Granada, or the Great Mosque of Córdoba, remember the man who made it possible. Remember the day the ships were burned and history turned its course. That was the story of Tariq bin Ziyad and the birthday of Al-Andalus, a moment in time that reshaped continents and lives forever.